last class we discussed about the conjunctivitis, uh, which is the one of the most common cause of redness of the eye. Another common cause of redness of the eye in day-to-day practice in our outdoor department, we get a case of subconjunctival hemorrhage. Subconjunctival hemorrhage, that is hemorrhage under the conjunctiva. It is as in acute hemorrhagic conjunctivitis, you may get in adenoviral conjunctivitis, you may get it in bacterial conjunctivitis due to pneumococcus or Haemophilus. You see in the fixture, the left one you see it is a subconjunctival hemorrhage. Second one, it is also subconjunctival hemorrhage. In one of the criteria of the subconjunctival hemorrhage, you cannot see the posterior limit. You see here, you cannot see the posterior limit of the hemorrhage. You cannot see the posterior limit of the hemorrhage. In case of conjunctival hemorrhage, usually it will be localized, and you can see the posterior limit. That is the limitation in the surrounding structure. Next is the one of the signs you get the chemosis in conjunctiva, that is the edema of the conjunctiva. As in severe bacterial conjunctivitis or allergic conjunctivitis, chemosis बोलते আমরা কি বুঝি? Chemosis may be defined as the edema of the conjunctiva. It usually indicates the hypersensitivity response, whereas the chronic chemosis indicate orbital outflow obstruction. That is, if there is obstruction in the orbital veins, then there will be obstruction in the drainage. So there will be chronic chemosis, as in proptosis you may get. This is the chemosis. You see, the conjunctiva is hangover. It seems to come out over the lid margin. Now you will get the follicles. This is another sign of the conjunctivitis. It is follicles. What do you mean by follicles? Sometimes you may get the short notes on follicles. Follicles are the localized aggregation of lymphocytes in the subepithelial adenate layer, which appears as multiple discrete yellowish slightly elevated lesion. It is most common site is the fornices, that is in the lower fornices or in the upper fornices. You may get it in viral conjunctivitis, trachoma, and hypersensitivity to topical medication like pilocarpine, neomycin, etc. It is not found. Follicles you cannot get in newborn child up to 2 to 3 months of age due to the lack of adenate layer in the conjunctiva. You see in the fixture, there is mild elevation of the conjunctiva, epithelium. These are the follicles. Follicles, when you see the follicles, you should examine the lymph nodes, particularly preauricular lymph nodes and the submandibular lymph nodes. If the follicles are associated with the preauricular lymphadenopathy, then you look for herphetic sign, as for example dendritic lesion in the cornea, or superficial punctate lesion in the cornea, or disciform lesion in the cornea. You may look for signs over the skin. You may get the vesicles if there is herpetic infection. So that when you get the follicles in the conjunctiva with the preauricular lymphadenopathy and get the herpetic sign like dendritic lesion in the cornea or the superficial punctate keratitic lesion in the cornea or the disciform lesion in the cornea, or if you get the vesicles on the skin, then you think about it is a case of herpes simplex virus infection. If these lesions are not present, then you can think about adenoviral infection or chlamydial infection. Conjunctivitis with follicles, that is the follicular conjunctivitis. If you get, then you can think about adenoviral conjunctivitis or chlamydial conjunctivitis if there is no herpetic lesion in the cornea or skin. If you see there is follicles but no lymphadenopathy, then you think about toxic conjunctivitis. Toxic conjunctivitis, molluscum contagiosum conjunctivitis due to the molluscum virus, and theriasis falciparum. Another lesion you get in the conjunctiva, particularly in the falciparum conjunctiva, is the papilla. Papilla are the minute nipple-shaped projection of the folds of hypoplastic conjunctival epithelium with a fibrovascular core and subepithelial stromal infiltration with inflammatory cells like lymphocytes, plasma cells and eosinophil. Site হচ্ছে mostly in the upper falciparum conjunctiva and at the limbal conjunctiva. Pattern, it is mosaic pattern. Causes, most common causes as the vernal conjunctivitis, bacterial conjunctivitis, in chronic blepharitis, and in contact lens wear and superior limbic keratoconjunctivitis. These are the common causes of papilla. You see the on the left hand side, the fixture, you see the falciparum conjunctiva. It is the normal falciparum conjunctiva. On the right hand side, you see there is tiny projection of the conjunctival epithelium. It is cobblestone like appearance. The upper fixture, in the upper you see diffuse papillary hypertrophy, most marked in the superior tarsus. Another one, it is cobblestone appearance, it is more large. It is usually seen in case of vernal conjunctivitis and in contact lens wearer, giant papilla. These are the papilla you see in the upper falciparum conjunctiva. Now, sometimes you may get the membranes on the falciparum conjunctiva. The membranes are, it may be true membranes or false membrane. True membranes formed when the inflammatory exudates permeates the superficial layers of the conjunctival epithelium. যখন মেমব্রেনটা কনজেক্টিভাল ইপিথেলিয়ামকে পেনিট্রেট করে যাবে, দ্যাট ইজ পারমিয়েট করে যাবে, তখন ইট উইল বি ট্রু মেমব্রেন. When attempt to remove the membrane, it will be associated with tearing of the epithelium and bleeding. When you peel the membrane, there will be bleeding or tearing of the associated epithelium in case of true membrane. In case of false membrane or pseudomembrane, which is consists of coagulated exudates loosely adherent to the inflamed conjunctival epithelium, and you can peel it easily and there will be no bleeding on peeling the membrane. Free auricular lymphadenopathy you may get in case of adenoviral conjunctivitis or herpes simplex conjunctivitis, that is in viral and chlamydial infection. Seldom it is in bacterial conjunctivitis. Bacterial conjunctivitis এ প্রি অরিকুলার লিম্ফেডেনোপ্যাথি খুব কম পাওয়া যায়. Then what laboratory investigations you may do in case of conjunctivitis? Indications কি কখন আমরা সাধারণত করি, ম্যাক্সিমাম তো আমরা করি না. If there is severe purulent conjunctivitis, to identify the pathogens. In case of follicular conjunctivitis, to differentiate between the viral from chlamydia. In case of chronic or recurrent conjunctivitis, where clinical feature is insufficient to suggest an etiological diagnosis, to find the etiology. In that case, you usually suggest for laboratory investigation. and in case of ophthalmia neonatorum কি ইনভেস্টিগেশন করি আমরা সাধারণত উই ডু দ্য কনজেন্টিভাল স্ক্র্যাপিং অ্যান্ড স্টেনিং কনজেন্টিভাল স্ক্র্যাপিং করি দেন উই ডু দ্য স্টেনিং কী ধরনের স্টেন করি গ্রাম স্টেন করি এবং জিমসে স্টেন করি গ্রাম স্টেন টু আইডেন্টিফাই দ্য ব্যাকটেরিয়া অ্যান্ড টু সাম এক্সটেন্ট ফাঙ্গাস অ্যান্ড জিমসে স্টেনিং টু আইডেন্টিফাই দ্য সেলুলার রেসপন্স আর কী করি আমরা কালচার অ্যান্ড সেন্সিটিভিটি টেস্ট কালচার করি ইন ব্লাড agar media for most of the bacteria and chocolate agar for Neisseria gonorrhea and Haemophilus. Then detection of viral or chlamydial antigen in conjunctiva and corneal epithelium. Another new technology is the impression cytology. Nowadays you can do it, in which at first a piece of cellulose acetate filter paper is pressed against the conjunctiva or cornea and then removed, and the surface epithelial cell adhere to the paper, then examined microscopically. Eta acetate filtered paper, cellulose acetate filtered paper ke আমরা কনজাংটিভা অথবা কর্নিয়ার এগেনস্টে প্রেস করি, দেন ওই পেপারটা এক্সামিন করি মাইক্রোস্কোপিক্যালি. Usually it is useful for diagnosis of infection like conjunctivitis, ocular surface neoplasia, dry eye, ocular cicatricial pemphigoid, limbal stem cell failure. Another test nowadays you can do a PCR, polymerase chain reaction test, allows the rapid identification of the extremely small quantities of DNA with a very high degree of specificity in conjunctival swab. It is useful for the detection of adenovirus, herpes simplex virus and chlamydia trachomatis. Treatment কি করব আমরা? For allergic conjunctivitis we usually give topical steroid drop and ointment, topical mast cell stabilizer and systemic antihistamine. আমরা topical steroid drop and ointment we give it for immediate relief of acute symptoms and signs, and topical mast cell stabilizer we give it as a prophylactic to inhibit the further allergic reaction, and systemic antihistamine for systemic block of the H1 block, H1, or sometimes you can use the H2 blocker also in severe allergic conjunctivitis. H1 and H2 blocker you can use. Viral conjunctivitis, it is mostly symptomatic and supportive. A spontaneous resolution occurs within 2 weeks with treatment or without treatment. So sometimes we use the topical antibiotic drop and ointment when there is secondary infection or to prevent the secondary infection. That is, topical antibiotic drop and ointment is indicated to prevent the secondary infection or if there is secondary infection already exists. সাধারণত ভাইরাল কনজাংটিভাইটিসে তো অ্যান্টিভাইরাল ড্রাগ দেওয়ারই কথা. একসময় আমাদের তো অ্যান্টিভাইরাল ড্রাগ অ্যাভেলেবল ছিল না, এখন আমাদের দেশে নাও ইট ইজ অ্যাভেলেবল, বাট আমরা সাধারণত যেহেতু এটা নর্মাল স্পন্টেনিয়াস রিজলিউশন হয়ে যায় ভাইরাল কনজাংটিভাইটিস, আমরা জাস্ট অ্যান্টিবায়োটিক ড্রপ দিই ইফ দেয়ার ইজ নো ইনভলভমেন্ট অফ দ্য কর্নিয়া. কর্নিয়ার যদি ইনভলভমেন্ট না থাকে, অনলি দ্য কনজাংটিভা ইজ ইনভলভড, then we give only the antibiotic drop and ointment to prevent the secondary infection, or if there is already secondary infection already exists, then we also choose the antibiotic drop and ointment and the some analgesic and antihistamine, because this type of viral conjunctivitis is usually associated with the viral diseases like upper respiratory disease or viral fever, like this. Then topical antibiotic and steroid combination drop and ointment may be given if the inflammation is very severe. In viral conjunctivitis, if the inflammation is very severe, you may give, but in low doses, and systemic antihistamine. Then bacterial conjunctivitis, we give frequent administration of the broad spectrum antibiotic drop and ointment, and systemic antihistamine and analgesic. Sometimes it may be associated with the lead edema or pain, so you should give some analgesic also, systemic antihistamine as well as analgesic like paracetamol. নেক্সট আমরা অপথ্যালমিয়া নিউনেটারাম স্পেসিফিক কিছু কনজাংটিভাইটিস পড়ব যেগুলো আমাদের ডে টু ডে প্র্যাকটিসে আসে। একটা হচ্ছে যে অপথ্যালমিয়া নিউনেটারাম, অ্যালার্জিক কনজাংটিভাইটিস। অ্যালার্জিক কনজাংটিভাইটিসের মধ্যে সিম্পল অ্যালার্জিক কনজাংটিভাইটিস আছে, ভার্নাল, জায়েন্ট পেপিলারি কনজাংটিভাইটিস, and another one is trachoma. So thank you all. Today here is the finish of my lecture.